Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today it is Thrifty Canucks, and I am so excited today. Today I am over the top excited. I have this one item I have been looking for a long time. Not that I need it because I already have it, but I wanted to find it to share with all of you so that you'll go looking for it. And I've looked and looked, and finally this past week, I found one. So it will be the last thing I show you today, just to get you to go through the whole video, unless you speed over to the end. That along with today's winner, because I'm also ready for that. So let's get started, because I have a big pile of stuff here. So the first thing, at my little thrift shop, I got this linen tablecloth. It's in really good shape, so I'm kind of not sure if I want to cut it up, but you know, that's what it's there for. And so this little motif is on each corner with the embroidered, or the doily right in with the embroidery. And it has a nice little corner that makes it so easy to cut it out. The rest of the fabric is a very nice 100% cotton linen. In the center, it has a huge piece. I don't even know if I can show you the whole thing on camera. First, there's the big circle in the center, which could be used as well. And then there's 4 more of these little corners around the tablecloth. It is just beautiful. So I may just give it a wash and just hang on to it for a little while I think about it. But there are a few little flaws in it. You know, there's a couple of pieces here where it's come away from it. Not that it's really that big of a deal for the tablecloth, but it is so pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'll use it a couple times first before I actually cut it up. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I paid $2 for it. That was a steal. That was a fun moment. And then I got this print. I think it's made with wood. It should say on the back here. No, it doesn't say anything. A wheat stalk cutting picture. It is, well, I guess maybe it's wheat. I don't know. It's like a wood cut, an Asian print or an Asian art design. They had several of them, but some of them, the pieces were coming off. This one, it was all intact. So I think what I'll do is probably try to put a sealer over top of it and then use this as a book topper for a book. I thought that would be kind of cool. It was $1, and like I said, they had several of them, but this one was the most attractive looking one, and there was one that I would have liked, but it was had a couple pieces coming off of it. So I don't know how they glue that on there, but it's very fine. I'm sure you've seen these pictures before. They're from Asia. Just says made in China, has this old label on it, and it just says wheat stalk. So I don't know what that means, but the picture is really pretty, and I thought it would look nice as a topper on a journal. I'm just going to put that aside. Now this one I did not even open. It was $2. It's a quilty fabric. It looks like there's a couple of quilted butterflies on here. So I'm guessing it's a project that somebody didn't finish. So listen to me crinkle. It's like Christmas with a view. Okay. Can't save this bag. So yes, there's a whole pile of, it's not seam binding. What do they call this? You know, to go around the edges. It's not coming. And then there are 2 butterflies on here. They're pinned in. Gee, it's lucky nobody picked themselves with these pins. Okay, so there's 2 quilted little butterflies that are cute. I could see using those on a project. Not sure about the purple bias tape. Bias tape. That's what it's called. But then there's this quilted piece. Oh, it's like a placemat. Oh, this is so pretty. This would make a really pretty journal cover, I think. I think I could cut it down to fit That's the halfway point. Yeah, we're looking at about, so we could at least get a 6" by 9" book out of here. Oh yeah, so I'd be able to get a full-size journal out of this, and then have some scrappy bits to add inside. And then it comes with the 2 butterflies. Now, I don't use a lot of bias tape, but when I do use it, I'll show you what I do with it. So when you see it, and sometimes you see it, it's really wide. This one isn't that wide, and it also comes in sometimes pretty ugly colors. Anyway, when you open it up, I will take this on my iron and iron it flat, and then you've got a beautiful piece of cotton that just goes on forever and ever. And I'm sure you've passed up millions of these. I used to pass them up too, but once you iron it out flat, it's almost like a sari ribbon. And so a lot of times you see these bias tapes in packages for like 25 cents or 10 cents, and you get a lot of yardage in here. So keep that in mind. It's just like, it's almost identical to a sari silk. In fact, you can wet it and then scrunch it. Like, I would iron it out flat first so you don't have these lines in it. So I'd iron it out flat, and then I would wet it, and then I would scrunch it all back up and throw it in a little mesh bag and throw it in your dryer if you're in a hurry, and it'll be all like wrinkled ribbon, and it'll be really nice to work with, and you'll like it. And plus the sizing will be taken out of the cotton itself, so it will be much softer and more pliable. So keep that in mind when you're seeing, when you're out there looking for stuff. I know a lot of you probably pass by the bias tape not even thinking that it's something you would use, but to me this will be perfect to wrap this journal in because it's got the shades of purple in here. If you want to even get better at it, spray it with a little bit of coffee stain in a bottle. Just spray it here sporadically, and it'll stain up, especially if you do it while it's wet. Then that stain will spread out a little bit, and it'll cause some really nice designs and look more vintage. So keep that in mind. Yay, that was a good one, but that's not even the fun one. I told you I'm saving it for the last. So then for $2 I got this package, and I did not open it. It says tags and other cool shapes. $2 was originally $7.99, went down to $5.99. I got it for $2. I don't know what's in here, if everything is in here. Oh yeah, there's some cute things in here. There's some round circles in a chipboard, coated on 2 sides. This one says lemonade 5 cents. Definitely would use those. Okay, mess on my desk. Oh, look at this big wooden tag or chipboard tag. It feels like wood. And there's some smaller ones. One says happy, soaking it up, summer love. Oh, there's some fun stuff in here. A big brackets. Looks like a little tow behind trailer, and I see it must be a travel related. Yeah, there's an arrow, vacation. I really like the tags. I would probably keep the tags. I love this little polka dotted car. Isn't that cute? So yeah, for $2, I think I got my money's worth out of here. There's some great numbers. Like I said, there's some brackets, arrows, trailers. So yeah, I will keep some of it for myself and share the rest. I think there's a nice little pile of goodies here to be used. Certainly for $2, I got my money's worth. Now, I would just push this over to one side of my table, but I don't have one side of my table to push it over to. So you're going to have to just wait till I gather most of it up. And there's more. Okay, that was kind of not that funny, but it's cute. Okay, so then I have some cards. Now, there were 3 packs. They were $3.99. I could not wait. I had to see the one that I'm saving to show you. I got a brand new unopened pack of Friends cards. I don't think I will keep them. I think I will probably sell them in my shop because it's not something that I want. And then I got a playing card set from the home of Thomas Jefferson Monticello. I don't know. It has all different pictures of the home, I guess, on the inside. And on the outside, it just has a picture of the home. Now, my last video, I had a set of cards from that Mount Vermont, and I got a little history lesson there too. A couple of people came to my defense to tell me what it was. So I can't remember which president's home it was, but it was one of the presidents. So obviously, I'm on a roll here finding these things. So it was $3.99, and I got those 2 packs. I only got 20% off because I went on a Wednesday. I didn't go on a Tuesday. But I got this bridge set of cards. It has been used, but not abused. And it has this beautiful floral. And then this beautiful floral. So 2 different packages. And these, again, ever since I've been making those envelopes now, I've been eyeing up playing cards a little differently. So these are the ones I'm going to keep, and I'm going to put some in Happy Mail. The other 2 sets are going to go to my shop that I have. Okay. So then next, now this one I didn't open. It was $2.99. Again, 20% off. So 3 times 8, $2.40 I paid for it. I got 3 pens. I'm hoping that they work. And 3 notepads. Now, even if I don't use the notepads for art purposes, I think for $2.40, oh, I've got everything sticking here. For $2.40, if the pens work, then I have 3 notebooks and 3 pens to disperse throughout the household. Oh, they're brand new in the package. They are Coca-Cola. And they have a cute image on the bottom. Okay, so it's brand new in the package. So they have a cute image of this woman drinking Coke. Goes throughout. It's a nice color. It says Coca-Cola. I could see using this in a journal. Then this one has different emblems of Coke. And again, it's a notepad. Delicious and refreshing. Oh, and there are magnets on the back too. Wow. And this one says, have a Coke. And it's a beautiful pinup girl. And this Coca-Cola border all the way around it. So that's pretty cute. For $2.40, I think that's pretty good. And as long as the pens all work. Pens come from a company, Clarity. So let's see how Clarity is with writing. Oh, there. They work great. I'll test the other ones after. But yeah, that was one of my fun hauls. This next one, I was in the kids section, and sometimes you can find some very unusual games there. And I saw this one, and I kind of peeked in the box through the plastic to see what it was. It was also $2.99, and it is an English and French descriptions game. It's called Picture Lotto, an amusing and instructive game for your children. But it's never been played. It has all of these words in a bag in both French and England. French and English. French and England. Some of the words I know in French, some I don't know. Grapes and raisins. Cow and vache. I don't know how you would say that. Pig and couchon, I think. I think it's couchon. That sounds familiar. But yeah, so it's all words in both French and English. I guess you use them to find them. It must be like a bingo game. And then you get sheets of these cards of little, they're like little tea cards almost. So I'm going to cut these up and put some of these in my Happy Mail box and keep some for using for my own projects. They're blank on the back. So they would be fun to... you know, to tuck in little tuck spots or use for ephemera. I love the rabbit. I love the bunny. There's some cute ones on here. A little London phone booth. Tiger, squirrel. Yeah, there's some cute things on here. So this will be fun to share, as well as there, couchon. So I'm hoping I'm saying that right. And then I get the box as well. Now the box, because you know me, it's red, but it's very plain. It's a nice thin size box. So if I give it a good collage over top, I mean, for the most part, it's even not that bad with this image on top. But, you know, I like to collage and make it look more to my style. But it'll become a nice ephemera holder for some larger ephemera, or maybe some borders or something like that, because it's long. So lots of opportunities for the box. Sometimes I get more excited about the box. And speaking of boxes, how many times have you passed up those 10 record sets that come in a box because it's some unknown artist playing some unknown tunes from back in the 70s or 60s, or they've redone the songs on this 10 record set? Often you can buy those 10 record sets because the records are scratched. And if you pay $1, maybe $2 for them, you can always either sell the records, gift them back to the company that is thrifting them to you, and keep the box, because the boxes are great. They're a perfect size for holding scrapbook papers and for collaging on top and holding all kinds of ephemera. I will go into that in more detail later on. But yeah, they are a good source of material for organizing your stuff in your studio. And that's why I like these kinds of boxes. So all chocolate boxes I keep. I even eat the chocolates just to take one for the team. So yeah, all these kinds of boxes, I recover them and I reuse them in my studio. Whether they sit on my desk and have 1 or 2 projects in there, or whether they are a certain type of ephemera, they still get used. And they stack, so it's a great way to store things. So then, a few little books to show you. I got this music book. I think I paid $1. Large size music. It must be Easy Play. Easy Play speed music. I don't know why. Oh, I guess they're just showing you all of the notes. But it's kind of a nice looking page, like something different. So again, music sheet, I usually cut them down to 8.5 by 11, put them through the printer and print things on them. So that makes it a little bit more fun and interesting. And then sometimes, there's a title that you can use, like this one says, Thank Heaven for Little Girls. Like that would be a great title to put on a page where you have a picture of a little girl. Try to Remember, great for a date thing. With a Little Bit of Luck, that's great for St. Patrick's Day. If I Ruled the World, girls rule the world, right? So I could go on. Roses of Picardy, that would be fun too. So a lot of times I look at the words as well as the music. So if it means that I have to just trim this down a little bit afterwards, after I've printed on them, of course, if I have to trim this down to keep the words, I do. The Third Man theme, that's interesting. So just an idea for you for music. Of course, there's the cover will make a nice tag base. It's clean on the other side to build on. So this is a great source of material as well. A nice blank end page there. And, oh, this is even beautiful. Here, this page with the butterflies. I hadn't even seen it. From 1974. So this could be cut out for a nice corner, or you could put a journal page in here, or some journaling paper on here and just keep the background. Lots of fun. I like this one. And I love this big butterfly on the outside too, so that's interesting. This one was, I don't think it was 50 cents. I think she just charged me $0.25 for it. and it is music dictation. So there isn't any music in it, but it's not used, and it has the music lines, and then it has notes that you can add notes to it as well. So great source of paper. Again, love the front and back cover because it's already the base back for doing tags. The base front is very nice too, so you can just decorate very easily on here. Or I could cut it into 4 and make 4 journal cards or 4 pockets, and ready to go. Love that paper too. This is not old or anything. It's a sketchbook, $4 at Dollarama or dollar stores, but I paid $2 for it. It hasn't been used. There's 160 sheets in here. Where can you buy good paper? I cut this down to 8.5 by 11 too, and I put it through my printer, and it prints beautifully. And this is a nice ivory color, so there's no white to cover up. Any of your pictures that you print on here will have that aged coloring to it already. What more could you ask for? This is beautiful paper, and to buy 160 sheets for $2, you know that doesn't come so easily. Not only that, if my memory serves me, this is one of those. Is it one of those? I don't know. Let's see on the back cover. Yes, it is. So I can repurpose the coil in gold yet too. Wow. I can repurpose the coil for making other notebooks. I can also cut this down and make several notebooks with this paper. And then I have the 2 hardcover pieces that can be used for a variety of source material. Or you've seen me use chipboard out of binders for cutting underneath when you want to cut a piece of paper and not ruin everything else. It's great for that as well. But this is great bookboard to use for something. It's a little harder to cut if you're using an X-Acto blade. My chopper will probably go through here, but it'll swear and scream at me. But I usually just cut it by hand with an X-Acto blade. It's a little harder to cut straight, but if you're covering it anyway, you can usually patch it and fix it up. So it's good for that source too. So this next thing, I bought this owl bag for $1. I just liked it. It'll go in my shop for sale, but it's what is inside of it that is the most fun, because I bought this at the other thrift shop that I just started going to that has all the jewelry, and they must have got in somebody's jewelry collection. There was so much, I had to just say, only pick the really nice things that you like. And if you can imagine how much I left behind, you'll never imagine it. But yeah, so I thought this was a cute little bag for $1. It's clean. It looks very in good shape. I checked all the zippers. I checked inside all the pockets. So this will just go for sale in my shop. I thought about, for a brief moment, I thought, well, why don't you just open it up on the one side and the top and bottom, and you've got a nice little journal cover with 2 zipper pockets. I did think that way, but I just said, you know what, I've got so much to do for journal covers that I think I can part with this and sell it, and maybe sell it for $3 or $4 and pay for some of my jewelry. But it was just too cute to pass up. So I will just quickly go through it. This was a pair of earrings. There is another one here somewhere. And it's just this faux turquoise. It's somewhere in the pile here. I don't even know if I can unknot all of this. A green necklace with this huge glass pendant and these little glass chip beads. Great for dangles. This neck, oh, here's the other earring. Okay. Now this necklace is just one necklace piece. It's got, these are 3 different beads with a tassel, but I would use it just like that. It's beautiful. And then the chain is a smaller chain. I'll probably use it to make a tassel similar to this one, but it's really not functional for hanging other things onto it, unless I hang it right through the hole, just like this, through the whole necklace. So most likely I will cut it up for using for making chain tassels. This one here must have come off of something, because I wouldn't buy just that chain like that. This one is cute, you know, very modern style. I like this big round pendant. That could be used as a focal point on a journal. I like these ones because they, you know, they can dangle other things from them, and interesting colors. These ones made me laugh because they look like little pet toes. And that's all I could think of when I saw them. So I don't know if I'll be able to use them or not, because I will always think of little, you know, little toes. Little pet toes. But great chain on here. So this might get passed along in Happy Mail, and hopefully I won't tell people that I think they look like pet toes. So hopefully if you get it in Happy Mail, you'll have forgot that I said that, and you'll think that, wow, she sent me a really nice little piece here. But yeah, they look like, not that pet toes are a bad thing. I love my pet's toes. Okay, I don't know if I can get through much more of this. It's all knotted up together, but I will just show you. Same with this piece. It's one of those pieces that you can take it apart bit by bit, and they're all hooked together with jump rings on the back side. So lots of opportunity for harvesting stuff in there, along with the chain. This is a pendant dangling from a silver chain. It must have had something on the end, but it doesn't have it anymore. Another necklace with lots of possibility with all of these acrylic bead drops. I've got it in peach, white, and there's some of it in green. So I'm not going to go through all of this. It's a tangled mess that I'm going to have to rework out. This was a fun one because it came with so many layers. This is all one necklace. So altogether, I think, oh, I got one pendant that is really cute. Maybe it came off of this chain. Maybe that's where it came from. Lots of little stones in there. I thought it was a locket, but it doesn't open up. As far as I can see, it doesn't open up. And then one cute little brooch pin that I think I could use on a journal. So altogether, I think there was 22 pieces here, and she stopped counting at 20 and just said $20. I will go back again this week to see if there's more, because they just had tons and tons of it, and they were still putting out jewelry. But I just said, you know what, you can't buy it all. So I left some behind for some people to buy that they're actually going to wear it. And there was a lot of really nice stuff to wear, but not functional as far as to use for crafting purposes. But I just thought I had a really nice color assortment here to play with. And again, this stuff can end up in Happy Mail. Who knows what you'll find? You might get some pet feet in your, or pet paws in your next little goodie bag. So that was my good find there. And as I said, I saved the best for last. Okay, I gotta put this on something, otherwise I'll never get it out of my way. And that's this. Right now I'm just showing you the box. The game of Scattergories. I know for sure they're out there. I just kind of forgot about them. I haven't been looking, but if you look in the game section, you will find them. And I paid $4 for this. One of the prizes, of course, is the box. I love the box for, like I said, I put all kinds of things in these boxes. I decorate them up. I like things to look pretty in my room, and I could probably walk you over and show you some boxes, but we'll do that at the end. So I like things to look pretty in my room, and I see them. I get the visual inspiration as well as in enjoying having everything in its place in those boxes. Although if you looked around in my studio right now, you would say nothing is in its place, which is very true. But the box is not the only part. It is my, well, I would say it ranks up there with the other part of what's in the box. Okay, first of all, you get this timer thing. Make sure when you're driving around in the car that this is on stop, because it makes a really annoying noise that stops and starts on its own in the middle of your driving and scares the bejeebies out of you. So you get that, although I don't know how much use I'll have with it unless I can figure out how long of time the timer actually works for. Maybe that would help me with my crafting. And then you get this huge dice. Again, not a big thing of what I would use it for. So it might just go back to the thrift shop for them to put in their game section. You do get the instructions, which is some nice quality cardstock to use as a base. Oh, I got some foam. And then this game is meant for 6 players. So you get 6 of these little notepads. And if I get a clear one here, if the notepads say 1, 2, 3, so you could take one of these and fold it up into thirds to put in a journal. Coffee stained, of course, or ink stained, or added to a notepad. But it comes with 6 of these. Most people play Scattergories, 10 times, and then it goes on the shelf and nobody ever plays it again. So you can pretty much guarantee you're going to have 6 partially used pads. In this case, it looks like they only used it once. And you get these little cards that I guess have all the information on there. And they are a nice cardstock weight. So if you fold these in half, I'm not going to do it right now, but if you fold these in half, they make a really nice folded journal card, or the start of a little mini book to put in your journal. So after that, you have the little folder that your stuff goes into, and it conveniently slides in this pocket here. And it's about an inch wide. Let's see. Exactly an inch wide. It is a signature cover, and it is 10 inches by 6 inches. So you can fit a really nice 1 inch wide journal. So I'm guessing maybe 2 signatures into this. It's it doesn't have much of a sheen on the top. So I'm guessing you can glue on here pretty easily. On the inside, it does have a sheen. You could rip this paper out and start from scratch. But why would you when you got a pocket? So just have to figure out how to glue on here, or live with the red. The red's not that bad. You could do a napkin over top that could collage onto the front as well. I'd cover up the navy blue, not my most favorite color, but you can paint, you can use fabric, you can use paper, you can use your distress paints, you could probably use your gel plate on here. I don't know. Anyway, you get 6 of these. So you get 6 packages with 6 pads. This one's not used. And a whole bunch more of these cards. And here's number 3. A whole bunch more of these cards. And another pad. Here's number 4. Oh, this one has a little bit of writing on it. Let's see. 2 pages were used in this book. I can still use the back of those pages as bases or backsides for journal cards. And here's some more of those cards. Here comes number 5, or number 6. No, number 5. And a whole pad again. And all the cards are there. Do you need me to tell you any more? Here's number 6. And then you get another piece of cool cardboard that is blank on one side that says Scattergories on the other side. You could easily score this and fold it for another journal if you wanted to, or cut it up for journal cards or something. Then you get the bottom of the box, which becomes the bottom for the top of your box. And we got ripped off on the pencils. We only got 3 pencils, but those are great to use in art too. I like to cut a pencil in half, or in, depending on how long it is, I cut them into about 1.5 inches, and then I sharpen them and I add them as embellishments on, you know, something I might be doing for school, or something that has a little girl on it, or just for decoration. Or you can put these into your journals for notes, for people to write notes. And then you get these 2 great cardboard trays that you can fill with jewelry, paper scraps on your desk, hold your glue. Wow. All that for $4. And I didn't even need to get a bag of chips. So I hope you can see the value of this. Now, when the box is closed, okay, you can decorate the outside of the box to make it look pretty in your space, and for whatever purpose that you want to use it for. Now, if you wanted, because it's such a nice size, I don't know if scrapbook paper fits in here. No, I don't think it does. I don't think it's wide enough. Where's my rulers? Buried under here somewhere. Here we go. No, it's not wide enough to fit scrapbook paper, but almost. I mean, you could put paper pads in here if you wanted. But if you wanted to use this box as a kit, supposing you're gathering stuff to make a journal on farming, you could put all the papers you find, any pictures you find, any fabric that's related to that, and you could use it for that purpose. Or you can, and so you can collage over top and put farm related. I'm just giving you one example. But on the bottom of the back side, now you can't collage on the inside or on the bottom inside, because otherwise you may run into problems where the box won't close, right? But you can collage on this side. Ooh, look at all that picture. You can collage on this side. So if you are not using the box for farm related because you've made a journal and you no longer have farm stuff in it, you can turn the box over and you can have this part collaged, and you can say flowers and have your flower related stuff in here, and it will still look nice on the shelf with the collage on this side. So you get double use out of the box. I haven't used any of my boxes like that yet, but it came to me the other day when I was thinking, well, I want to make some kit boxes and start putting some stuff away for kits. But then I thought, well, what do I do with it afterwards if I don't want to make another farm book? And then I thought, well, you could just turn it over, or you could just collage very basic on here and not write farm on here, so that you can use it for something more generic. But I kind of like the idea of being able to flip it over and have a different picture on the other side. So I'm going to take you for a quick walk. Hopefully I can show you, I don't know, maybe I can't. But we'll try. Okay, look out. Here I'm going. Taking you for a walk. Don't look at my floor. Don't look at my shoes. I'm wearing my slippers. I don't know what you can see right now. But here is some of my decorated boxes up there. Can I show you without hurting you? I hope you can see them. I don't know what this is going to turn out like on the video. I could have paused it, I suppose, for you to see better. This is my stamp wall, since we're going down the wall. And over there is my paints. I don't know if you can see them or not. It's getting a little messy in here. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video for a second and do the draw, and I'll be right, or I'll come right. And I'm back. So that was just to show you my Scattergories box and how much material is in here. Now, as I've said before, when you put it out there that you want one of these, the universe always gives you what you need, not what you want. But you'll be surprised at how quickly you'll find one of these Scattergory games, and how much material is in there that you can work with. So I hope you'll investigate it. That was, sorry, I hit the camera, didn't I? That was one of my favorite hauls for this week, and I was pretty excited to show it to all of you. And I hope you can see the potential, and the fact that you have 6 journal covers made, just waiting for you to put in signatures and do them up. So now I have 6 more journals to do, but no shortage of fabric to do them with. So the only thing I have left to do is to make my draw. And I did have the piece of paper. Good gosh. Where did I put it? I must have, oh, here, it's on the floor. I guess when I moved, it fell over. Oh gosh, I'm scared to see that video, that piece where I just showed you my wall. Anyway, the winner for this week, January 25th, is 28 comments. And it was actually 56, but I had responded to all of them by now. And so there was 28 unique comments. And the winner is Jody Breslin. Now, Jody, I know I see her often on my channel. I don't know how often, but I'm pretty sure she's there quite a bit. And Jody, I don't have any information on you. I know you've never won anything from me before. So if you could get in touch with me and send me your information, I will be sending you out an ephemera pack. So that's it for my video today. If you want to watch more videos with Canadian content, be sure to put in the hashtag thriftygifty with a CK at the end, CK and an S. So CANUCKS, right? Canucks. So if you want to see more Canadian content, otherwise, you know, there are other thrifty videos out there that you can watch that are generic, and there's lots of them. So don't just put in Thrifty Canucks if you want to see more. There's more to see using Thrifty Thursday, of course. But we are focusing on Thrifty Canucks first. Anyway, that's it for that. I have my, I'm going to do a follow-up either Friday or Saturday, depending on my time and schedule. We're expecting to have a big storm this week. If we do, then I'll be home and not running to the market, so I'll have more time to do more stuff for the follow-up. But yeah, I got a few things to show you. And we'll be back. I'll be back on Monday to do my next part of the tutorial for the hardcover journal. If you've started to watch the hardcover journal, it's going to be intense. And if you've been watching since the beginning, we've already done parts 1 to 4. 5 and 6 will be on Monday. And I'm actually looking at this that it's going to be at least 12 parts with a possibility of more because I have a little added bonus that I want to add on to the end. So it is an intense video series, so it's not for the faint of heart, I guess, because you have homework every week to do. It's a real tutorial course, and you're getting it for free, 100% free. So you just have to get your book and get started with me, and you'll catch up. You have a whole lifetime to catch up because the series will always be there. But we will be moving on without you on to the next one. So try to catch up. But yeah, so if you want, if you can handle that, it is intense. I mean, it's a lot of time and effort to put into it, but if it's a new way to learn how to make a different type of journal and make it using sourced material that is very inexpensive. So that is going to go on for a few more weeks before we actually venture on to anything else. I do have a few videos I will try to slip in between if I have time, but for the most part, I'm sticking with my Thrifty Thursday, doing a follow-up, and doing the tutorial videos on Monday. I do have, other things that I do off camera, and so sometimes that gets done, and I will try to show you those things in the follow-up. Right now I'm working on a journal because I'm going to be offering a class in my local area, but I will again do an explanation of that as we get closer, or as I get closer to getting ready to do that. So I will take you along for the ride to show you that process of the journal, or at least a flip through of it when it's done. So that's all for today. I will be back again, like I said, either Friday or Saturday. I wish you all a very creative day and a creative weekend coming up. And I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Jody, get in touch with me. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye now.